everyone, Ken McKitty, Hotshot, and we're getting ready to tackle a major project that every Hotshot trailer should have, and that is going to be ... Go ahead, like, subscribe, follow me on this journey. Pretty hard to do Hotshot trucking without it, so these have been ordered. So this is the slide rail system for your 4-inch straps, right? Come in 6-foot pieces. These need to be welded onto the bottom half of the trailer. We have an appointment tomorrow morning with a welding company, so just had to charge the batteries. Truck wouldn't start because we're still working on it. Here is our trailer. So here we are on the side of a 2021 load trail, flat deck, 40 foot. 4-inch strap rail runs right down this. I'm doing it on the passenger side because if something happens on the side of the road, I prefer I'm on the shoulder on the outside instead of being on the roadside, right? So that's why I want to keep everything over here. So what we're doing, obviously it's not going to line up perfectly, so we're going to start laying them out so I don't have to pay the welders tomorrow to do this. And then we're gonna lay them out, cut. We're gonna cut a piece to go in between the tires because that was actually really helpful. And then piece together whatever we got left. We'll go ahead and label those, get them strapped down, and be at the welder tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning. So let's see if I remember how to back the truck up and hook up a trailer, since it's been, well, it's been a little while, but here we go. But oh, not bad, right? So close. In order to put the 4-inch strap in here, I'm actually gonna put it in on the tire side, slide it all the way down, and that means I can get this one right to here, right? That's as close as I can go. This is bent. I need to straighten that over, but that should weld on right there. So remember my old trailer, I had that toolbox right here, so there was no strap from here to here, and you're always tying something right on the front. So not always, but quite often. So we'll just shift these down. The seams will just go right together. Look at that. Have to make sure these all line up. So see, that side's perfect. Look at this. So this one might be bent right there. Yeah, so we're gonna have to cut this one like right, basically right there. So then, so if we cut that, I should get a tape measure. That gives us that piece. I wonder if that piece is gonna fit perfectly in there. That would be nice. Okay, and then we've got one. Like I said, these metal brackets are just, I don't know if I just cut it right off and delete that light. I went out and I bought this. It's a diamond tip metal blade for angle grinder. We're gonna see if that can't rip through this metal a little quicker than this just a standard cut disc. And it says 1,000 cuts, so we'll see. But yeah, Lennox Metal Max. We'll see how that works. If you buy one of these diamond tip blade, it is directional. So yeah, directional. Yeah, let's see how this thing works. My $20 cutoff blade. good. You figure after all these years of me beating the snot out of myself in the garage, I would just be like, you know what, why don't you get proper eyeglasses? I got stuff in my eyes, a face shield if you're cutting metal, but I'm just not very smart. So okay, first cut. Let's see how this one looks, because we know we've got from footstep down to trailer. Let's see if this one goes perfectly in the wheel well section there. Be nice if I didn't have to cut it again, right? And that would mean I only have one more cut to do. So let's see. What do you think? It's gonna work? Boom. Ooh. What do y'all think? Shoot. I think it's, well, let's go like this actually. Even this piece is heavy. You know what? I'm digging it, dude. Right now, the airbags are depleted all the way, right? So, all I gotta do is put the bolts in here for the strap. So, this is gonna work. Hallelujah! Woo, okay, that's good. We use the good old-fashioned tape measure for this one. So I know that's lined up. So what do you think? Does it make more sense to I might, can I get 21 1/4 out of the, we'll go 20. We'll go 20 and 20.5. Good enough. I don't know how long that was, but my hands are actually cramping right now. Oh man, this is, look at how thick this steel is. It's like 3/16, right? So it's not easy to cut. Okay. You get the point. Hey, it's Jay! Look at everyone, it's the world famous Jay. Jay, what are you doing? What's up, man?
No, don't put me in the
Oh, he's had too much weed to smoke. All right, let's get this done. Woohoo! Woo! Shoot. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that didn't take my face off, but look at that. Well, there goes a $20 blade. And when I was buying this one, I said, you know what, let me grab a couple of regular ones just in case. And there's the just in case. Ah, poop. Okay. Dirt. Okay, $3, $20. This works better. Okay, step 2, pressure switches, right? So, airbag system. I need to figure out which bags operate which. So it's got a dump valve for the lift axle. This is the cheap pump that I was talking about. So I have to replace this one with the new Viair. This switch, we're gonna have to take a peek at that. Okay, so this one, like I said, and it's not bolted down correctly. Go figure. Oh, look at that. Just a little Allen nut is loose right there. See this? Woo! This thing is awesome. Okay, look at that. Just a little Allen. We can tighten that up. Anyhow. Okay, pressure switches. So, Viair 90223. 90 psi on, 120 psi off. Since there's 2 pumps, there is 2 pressure switches and 2 bags. So I took everyone's advice and I went out and I got a butane torch and these heat shrink things. So let's see how they work compared to mine. Okay, here we go. Wonderful. Look at who's hiding under here. Hey, honey. Watch out. Okay. So, back to this. There's that adapter pulled its way out. So, let's try out my Harbor Freight vise. It's not attached very well. Let's go over here. Nice and smooth like everything else, right? Every single time, but that's okay, because this is my job. See, if I had a proper shop and a vise and everything else, like, my life would be easier. But I don't. Okay, that's good to know. $17 pulls it off. It is a little loose though, so 16 works. Teflon tape. Come on, princess. Let's go. I don't like the looks of that. Okay, so this is the fitting. You know what we're gonna do? In case this happens again, bring the Teflon tape and the ratchet. What else did I want to do? kind of gunked up in there, but not too bad. Okay, I think that's gonna be fine. And the new pressure switches actually come with they have a sealant on the threads, so you don't have to worry about putting Teflon tapes on those. This is the pump that was put in here, this little train horns thing. It is not enough to get my bags full, so at least an appropriate time frame. So like I said, we've still got work to do on this trailer, but we're just gonna get this. We're gonna go ahead and get this new pump in. So here we go. So I've always got this little bird chirping in my ear about trying to save money buying things used. You know, now I think about it, a bird that's just chirping in your ear all the time. Cheap, 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 cheap. You get it? Cheap, cheap. Keep going cheap, cheap, and I can't work because I'm always fixing things, right? But we'll get her done eventually. Boom. Viair 450. Ooh, look at that, so pretty. if all goes well, both these things, this trailer is going to lift, and both those gauges are going to turn off at 120. There you go. We will leave this with y'all. Here we go. Test number 1. New pressure switches, new. So obviously last night you guys saw on the video the airbags would not turn off, so they just kept running and running and running. So I'm a little worried that this thing's a lemon, just like the other one. So yeah, the rail system is going to get welded on today, but I don't know, man. I'm a little worried because it's been so abused that it's just going to give me problems. So yeah, I'm stressed out right now about the whole thing. Okay, first things first, look at the gooseneck. That's bent. See that? So I don't know if it's bent this way, and that's what's throwing me off also. Second thing is, Frank, thank you. Everyone knows Frank. We were trying to figure out the welding because these bars, this channel, if it sits here, look at that gap on the side beams. So the track is actually going to go there now. You see the difference? And that way it's going to be flush against all those beams so they can get a better weld on it. So Frank is off in Arizona or Nevada or something, and I called him, and he went out into the parking lot, took pictures, and he had my old trailer running, and then also he was at the same truck stop with his new Gator Made that everyone's seen, and the Gator Made one was welded underneath, and the load trail was welded just to here with a massive gap on the side. So I'm starting to question this brand, y'all. Not kidding. But we're dropping this off now. They don't know if they're gonna finish today, so we get to get back and start working on this. So we'll see you later. Go ahead, subscribe. Thanks for watching. This has been quite the adventurous 24 hours here.